Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, blue ready. Check right 54, right 54. Got you.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today. Green, triple T. Check.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Buddy up! Mike 45, check Mike 45. We ain't giving up nothing today. Alert flare, flare. He's coming. Any weapon.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Let's go, baby.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
54.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, check. Do that. This works. 58, Mike. All day, punt. No.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Jones. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 5-4.
Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. From the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
45, Mike, 45.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Third and goal for Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it.
And now look at him go. 30, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 77 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. He's at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 27, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw again. Winston. Flush to his right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 27, Bridgewater. It's caught. Cooper. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D. Ford, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he comes back with one complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, ready. Pittsburgh. Yeah. You don't want none. Check, ready, weapon. 2-6.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. To throw, Winston. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Doesn't necessarily need a touchdown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
36, 30. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go. Let's go.
From the 24, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, 76 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. But a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the fourth quarter. Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Under crush, under crush, under crush. 58. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete here. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 3, check 3. Check 13, check 13.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Clocked it, but the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.